So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I created this animation in Cinema 4D. So this is our scene file here, and what we have is the two pool cues, which I've added to a radial cloner. I've upped the count to 2, and the radius is 630 centimeters. And here we have the ball move, which is a pool ball, and we've got this under rotation now here. So first thing we need to do is move the pool ball from the first cue to the second and back to the first. So we're working with 90 frames here at 30 frames a second. So I'm going to add the keyframe in at 0 at minus 215. 45, I'll add in our keyframe at 215 and then back to minus 215 on frame 90. So this gives us this basic animation here. So what I've done is I've added these to an overall kind of group now, and then we've got a kind of cloner here, which is a radial cloner. So if I enable this, and what I'm going to do is just zero out the radius, and if I start to up the count, like so, you'll see we now have multiple of the same animation we just created. So if I hit play, obviously the pool balls kind of hit through each other and they all play at the same time. So if you've seen my previous tutorial on YouTube, the ball clock one, you'll know that we can use the step effector to delay the animation. So if I come in, and what I can do is just add the step effector under the actual kind of cloner itself. So if I enable this, and what I've done under the parameter is done a time offset of 36 frames. So if I hit play, you'll see that the animation gradually happens, and right towards the end you'll see we're starting to get this nice circular shape once all the animations have kicked off. So ideally we want to be starting the animation at frame 90. However, what we need to do is basically for the ball move animation we need to repeat these keyframes so they continue on forever. So to do that, select the ball move, come into window and then F curve, and for the position Z what we need to do is come into functions, track after, and then offset repeat after, and that'll keep that animation going. So if we come into our timeline here, change this to 180 and start off at 90 frames. So what we'll do is just hit play, and you'll then see we've got this continual animation going exactly how we want it. Now you notice the pool cues aren't moving here like we do in the final animation. So how I've done that is I've added in a plane effector to the pool cues, and I've added in a spherical fall off here. Now for the fall off itself, I've added this to an align to spline tag, which I've then dropped in the circle here. So basically, if I just enable this, you'll see that the spherical fall off is actually following the circular path, which then interacts with each of the individual pool cues. So if we look at the plane effect of what that's doing is it's moving the position of the objects 200 centimeters in the z-axis. So if I play this, you'll see that the fall off is interacting with each of those in time with the pool balls itself. In order to get the fall off to fall around the circle, I've not actually used the position here of the align to spline. What I've actually done is just rotated around the actual circle itself 360 degrees, and again done another offset repeat, so the cycle keeps continuing round. The other thing you can do, just a wee tip, is as you see when it hits the pool ball, and when the cue hits the pool ball it just stops. You can also add in a delay effector under the pool cues, and what that does is just gives that wee bit of a spring action, which just adds a bit of visual interest to the animation. And that's basically all. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, then please like and subscribe for other videos, and I'll speak to you soon.